tired. Let's get the other one on too. Makes my eyes. Okay. Hi, everyone. I want to get these talking points out, saying, because the next time I'll go live with all of you is at the Paracon Saturday at Stockton University, saying I just got in from filming in Atlantic City, and that's why I wanted to hammer this out for the week with the talking points. So, what I'm going to go over first are the investigations. And I'm just looking, I need a tissue. Okay, I'm going to have to, suffer without one saying. So, as far as the investigations, I'm looking over here, sorry, you got part of the Clayton Theater investigation toward the end as I was wrapping up, which was a successful investigation. I did want to give you something of a movie theater saying hi everyone, welcome to the Paranormal Psychic Live. So right now I'm talking about investigations. So Saturday I had the investigation at Freehold, the Monmouth County Historical Association with 222 PIR. That live is on my channel. Well, it's a replay now saying. So I'm going to talk about different different aspects of what I do, which includes astrology, the eclipse. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the world. In the United States, on the East Coast, we're going to have complete visibility of the lunar eclipse next week, saying. So, too, I'll talk about that tonight. I may or may not get a chance to talk about it again. What I would like to do, if there isn't cloud coverage, if there isn't rain, I would like to go live for part of the eclipse because it's lunar. I don't have to worry about glasses. Have you ever seen a lunar eclipse before? I've seen it quite a few times here in the United States and in Europe. And when it's a clear night, also what's good with the eclipse, it's summer. So it's not like when it's winter that you're outside. Well, at least on the East Coast of the United States, it can be cold. We're not worried. It's a pleasant temperature. The peak time of the eclipse is 12:12 a.m., 1:12 a.m. East Coast time, United States. Saying, so Saturday night, you got to see parts of the investigation. Again, it's on my page. I'm going to look to the left for a second. I know that you like Mays Landing, New Jersey videos, and that's why I try to give you Mays Landing. And I'm going through what I have that, most of you have not seen of Mays Landing, New Jersey. So the investigation Saturday night, here's the whole thing. We didn't really get a lot during the investigation. And that's also a sign of conducting an investigation correctly, because anytime, some of the paranormal TV shows, and one most popular sometimes gets accused. Thank you for the like. If you're not following my channel, my page, please follow my channel, my page. I did not get to announce the time of this live saying, so I like to have announcements, like saying the next time I'm going to go live with all of you is Saturday. That's afternoon New York time from the Paracon at Stockton University in New Jersey. I'd like to give you a half hour. You get to see Paracon. Those of us in the United States, we have, we have options with Paracons to attend saying. So if you're tuning in from out of the country or not from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Paracons, so what is a Paracon, right? That's a paranormal convention. One of my friends was asking me earlier today, you keep saying Paracon. What is that? It's a paranormal convention. We have one Saturday here in New Jersey, and then we have another one the following Saturday in New Jersey, a smaller Paracon, but there's vendors. Maybe you see something you want to buy that's related to the paranormal. There's workshops. It's also a film festival Saturday too. So they're going to be presenting short films. They're going to have celebrities in the paranormal industry there too that you can talk with and meet. That'll be Saturday afternoon. I'm going to say this, New Jersey time, New York time over here to the right. That's saying I would like to give you a half hour. It does wind down at 5 p.m. New York, New Jersey time. So by 4 p.m., as you've seen with my other lives, which are now replays, I try to get done before 4 because some people pack up, they leave, saying the vendors, they wind down. We'll see how it goes Saturday. But I am curious to know from where you're tuning in from. Do you have paranormal conventions? I'm going to look here to the left because mostly everyone that is here on the left is United States and local to where I am. So yes, they have Paracons, but if you're out of the country, for example, I will be in Greece next month. I really don't know what the scene is with paranormal conventions in Greece. I don't know if there are any. I will look into that saying, but in the United States, and I would think England also, and probably Australia, they're very accessible and available. So then you got what also too, I'm remembering, you know what it is, everyone, I was filming in Atlantic City, New Jersey, all day videos for all of you. And then Monday I was in Newark, New Jersey, filming videos for all of you. Was what you got to see of the Saturday investigation was Carmela and Todd were attempting an Estes method session. And I know I said this during the live, which is now a replay. What's an Estes method session? It started out at Colorado, Estes, Colorado, I believe, in the hotel where the film The Shining. I'm not a big horror person. Yes, the Paracon Saturday is a Paracon paranormal and horror film festival. The Shining is a horror film with Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall. Honestly, have never seen it. I've seen bits and pieces of the film The Shining, but horror is not my cup of tea. To say, as we're here in spooky season in the United States, which started July 5th. If you are interested in horror, let me know. If you're not, because some people that regularly listen to my lives, they're not interested in horror. Saying I'm not really either, but I don't have anything against it. The Halloween, the Michael Myers, right? You know who he is. I know when I'm looking to the United States, people know. Oh, you're listening from Portugal. Very good. Where in Portugal? Are you in Lisbon? I grew up in a Portuguese town here in the United States, Harbor. I don't know where that is. So what is it? It's 2:16 a.m., isn't it, right now for you? Yes, I grew up and too, growing up, Portuguese friends and Portuguese friends that spoke Portuguese too, saying harbor. Portugal is on the list to go. I was supposed to go with my one friend, Jeff. Isn't it 2:16 a.m. by you in Portugal? Aren't you? You're 5 hours ahead in New York time, if I'm correct. Yeah, it is late by you. Here it's, proper evening, but I guess you're not able to sleep. Are you interested in the paranormal? Asking you here in Portugal. Does that interest you? Ghost stories, all of that, because that's a lot of my videos that I post because that's what most people watch of my videos. So I go with what the majority wants, which is ghost story videos. I mean, I do enjoy filming them, but I'm sure Portugal has to have haunted locations. When anything with history and, there's stories and legends too. What Yeah, I literally go to haunted houses to see if you can spook things. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't, in I'll just give you here with Portugal. I'll call you Portugal for now. Hi, Kaiden. Welcome to the Paranormal Psychic Live. Um, just to say, I don't know how it is in Portugal, but I'll give you Greece as an example because I'll be in Greece next month in October. They've started to more celebrate Halloween more than ever. Not that they really celebrate. Your birthday is August 25th. Okay, so we'll wish you a happy early birthday. We will soon be in Virgo season. Happy birthday to Kaiden. How old are you turning? Saying so the question I have for you, Portugal, is you're welcome. You're 9. Okay, so we're talking about, you just got to make sure with mom and dad. I'm talking about, haunted houses and ghost stories and all of that. So just make sure that's okay with mom and dad, because I did put with the YouTube that oh, you do love ghost stories? Okay, too. A lot of my videos on my channel are ghost story videos. Like, I was just filming. Um, can you say what? Could you even just say what state you're tuning in from? I won't ask you the town because you're young, or could you say East Coast, West Coast, just so I have an idea where you're tuning in from? Saying, so is that Rhode Island that you're saying? So yeah, a lot. I was just filming ghost story videos here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Okay, yeah. I've been to Rhode Island, many years ago, but I'm sure Rhode Island has to with Halloween. Right now we're in spooky season, which they say starts July 5th through Halloween too. And yeah, I was filming ghost stories Monday. There's a convention Saturday too, as well. I don't have any for Rhode Island saying, but I have had your age. I'm just going to call you Kaiden. I give a ghost walk here in New Jersey, and I have had kids your age on my ghost walk, obviously with mom and dad saying they have, attended the ghost walk, because we stop at the library, we stop at the courthouse, we stop at town hall, just saying. And buildings that have been around for a long time usually have a story. to tell about them. So I gotta think, what's the last ghost story video I posted? I'm gonna look to the left for a second. That I want to say to the left is May's Landing, probably Donnie's. Here with Rhode Island, I'm not remembering off the top of my head. I think it's somewhere I recently filmed, but not this week. But I post a lot. When did I start YouTube? A couple years ago, I started it, but I didn't start lives, like what you're seeing right now, that I'm talking with you, all of you. I didn't start this until this year. This is only months, not this long. Like saying the live, like right now, I've only been, I got to think about this. Maybe I would say more here with YouTube more than Facebook. March, April, May, June, July. Maybe 5 months I've been doing lives on YouTube, because also you have to have a certain number of people to be able to even go live. And I'm going to look at Facebook. That was the same thing too. That's when then, I started going live, because I try to reach as many people as I can too. And also people that enjoy ghost stories, haunted houses. You do have a channel, and what videos are on your channel? Saying so it's ghost stories, investigations, looking for ghosts, just random things like your VR. I don't know what your VR is. I told my nephew he should start social media with the family dog, which is Cypress. He's a German Shepherd, saying, and he sees spirits too. You can see it when he sees. I was just watching, to say, Kaiden, I was just watching on YouTube Paranormal Caught on Camera Dogs Edition. I was just watching it last night. They have an episode, 30 minutes, that like people from across the United States sent their video footage of the dog and the encounter. I thought it's a very good episode. Thank you, Portugal. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Saying too. So that's what's saying. I have, as you can see, I have talking points here. Like Saturday when I'm live. Yeah, you're saying Paranormal Cat Caught on Camera, and even saying from Portugal, if you find with the US YouTube, you can watch Paranormal Caught on Camera. That's the other two. I recently bought equipment to try to capture on video, spirits. That's saying, because I'll say this on social media, I'm saying this as with all of you, you really like that type of videos, because on my other social media pages, and I'm just going to say to you, the one video has almost 500,000 views, which is an apparition on video. A security guard direct messaged me those videos. That's Atlantic City. And I'm waiting on someone else that said there's more videos. So hopefully they deliver, because I'll post them to my page. They are on my page, saying those videos, just saying Kaiden that too. They're 30-second. You really want an EMF reader to talk. I'm sorry to hear that about your uncle too. Obviously you were close with him. Saying my condolences. You really want, well, what does mom and dad say? Have you asked mom and dad about an EMF reader? So what's an EMF reader? It's EMF stands for electromagnetic field. So what Kaiden is saying, and what did mom and dad say? What was the answer about the EMF reader? You know, I'll say this also. They said maybe. Or you know what, Kaiden, I would say, maybe you could say to them, well, like, I'd only use it, like, you should really only use it when you're with mom and dad, just because you're young. Saying, like, I should have public investigations Halloween weekend, and I probably am going to have an age cap of who can attend, unless mom and dad, to say Kaiden, contacted me and said, look, Kaiden understands all of this. We've taken him on activities before. Then I would say yes. But I would say maybe ask mom and dad, okay, fine, you keep the EMF and then we try it together. They could also maybe be scared that the whole idea of talking to your uncle, that does not scare me, because it's one of my, it's one, it's one of my, it's one aspect of my wheelhouse, or let's say my pizza pie. Too, it doesn't scare me because I do interact, and I pray the white light. So only good. You're only receiving good, right? Once you're saying you saw your uncle. Did you see your uncle, you're saying? Let's see, Virgo, right? Yeah, okay. And how long ago was that you saw your uncle? Two months ago. And he's not been with us how many months? Do you know approximately? Did he say anything to you, or you saw him and that was it? Oh, okay. So you saw him. Did he say something to you? Do you remember what he said? If you don't, it's okay. I asked you, did he say anything to you? Did he speak to you? And if he did, what did he say? And also, oh, that's fine. That's fine. He didn't say anything. He doesn't have to say anything. Did you tell mom and dad that he visited you 2 months ago? I'm just also then in the meantime. So I talked about the freehold investigation. You get the idea. You can watch. Yeah, I was at my dad's house when we first moved in, and I was so happy that I was crying and happy tears. And my mom came over. What you told mom and dad? What was their response? I was filming in Newark, Atlantic City. The eclipse. That's really beautiful that you saw your uncle. He is letting you know that he's okay. Too, I know you miss him. That's why also you were able to see him. Okay, you don't remember what mom and dad said? And is that mom's brother or dad's brother? Your uncle. Is that mom? Is that mom's brother? Your uncle. Is it from mom or is it from dad? Which side of the family? Oh, okay. It's your mom's brother. Okay. Yeah. It's probably also too, I don't know with your mother if she's ever seen, someone in spirit too. Um, for me, I see. So it's very common for me seeing loved ones in the spirit world. Like I saw my father um, on Thursday. When my father visits, he's always in his military uniform, saying, too. So, I have a cousin, I see her as well. So it could be a little shocking for Mom Kaiden because people don't talk about it enough. That's one reason why I go live and saying you are young, though also my videos, people write in the comments if they've seen a spirit too. It's really important to be able to talk about it. So if Mom doesn't know what to say, it's shocking in a good way. I hope you understand that, saying that too. But I'm glad that you were able to see him. That's really beautiful. It's a beautiful gift. He's letting you know he's okay and that he loves you. Yeah, your iPad's about to die. I probably will be live Saturday afternoon. Just so you know, Saturday afternoon I'll probably be live. See what Mom says, but thank you for sharing that with me. So if your iPad, doesn't have any more battery left, I want to say probably around 3 p.m. Probably around 3. I'll try to go on at 3 because I said that to you. And that it's, you'll get to see the vendors and what they sell and, all of that nice stuff too. So thanks for sharing that with me. And, if Mom's okay, it's just a convention. So she'll be walking around, showing you the tables, the people that are there. I'll stay with 3 p.m. because I said that to you. So I'm glad that we got you. I'm glad that you shared that with me. Thank you. It's really touching and beautiful saying. And I'm going to say this also too. It also shows you, see, the thing is too, with, I'm calling him Kaiden. You don't have to tell me your name. And also his iPad is about to lose battery. Is also children often see. And if you're not around adults that see, they don't know what to tell the child because it's not something that they experience and probably understand. So it could be, I'm just saying, I don't know. It could be his mom is very happy, but because it's not considered, it's not talked about. So that's what too. But kids, if you give a child your ear and you listen, saying, they'll open up and share experiences like this Kaiden, who's got his birthday on the 25th, saying too. saying, and also because he's young and he's pure and innocent, he was able to see the uncle, right? So the uncle's letting him know that he's okay because, right, there's a lot of like, our loved one, like saying, like, I see my father, I know my father's okay, but I'm the only one in my immediate family that knows that saying. Too, my dad will visit me in my dreams. When he visits in my dreams, he's older looking or like 50s and up. But when I see him, his in spirit, he looks how he looked in his 20s. And he's always in his Air Force uniform, too, saying. So that's what too. So he was able to receive the uncle because it's the uncle, I'm okay. I'm okay. That's saying. So that's also just even the visitation, that's the message. That's saying, but it's a lot for a child to have that experience. He seems to be handling it well, which I'm glad. I think in saying, I think mom was probably in shock. Because if you don't come from a family that it's, a topic of conversation, it's a lot. That's saying. But here to show you that with children say, because they're not filtered, like as the more, with adults, right, saying that we can become filtered. I'm not filtered, saying, but it's not all the time that I'm seeing, because that's, still have to do, day-to-day activities. But just here as an example too, that is an on topic, what Kaiden shared, that's on topic to my lives, saying, and I'm not saying to any of you here either, to the left, but sometimes people, they go off topic. That was on topic, saying too, and I really do look at it that spirit had him on the live to also verify his experience to him with his uncle. Okay, so Saturday, I'm going to go live from the Paracon. I want to stick to 3 p.m. because also with Kaiden, whether or not he is able to sign on. So I am going to keep you at 3 because of that. And, whether or not, because Saturday, a child too, they're getting ready to go back to school. If they're not back in school, right? Certain parts of the country, the kids are back in school. Here in New Jersey, September 2nd, September 7th. I thought I heard Philadelphia. I thought I heard earlier today somebody say that the kids went back in Philadelphia. So Saturday, August 22nd, let's keep 3 p.m. for all of you from the Paracon. So I would say 3 to 3:30 because I said by 4 p.m. they start winding down. I'm just putting some notes here. That'll be the next live. I would like to, if we have visibility with the eclipse, that's going to be late because the eclipse, I think, starts at 10:43 p.m. on Thursday. So that means I would not be going live with all of you. Definitely not before 10:45. But if I can for a half hour, also then Thursday into Friday, that would probably also then take the spot of this format like I'm doing tonight. But Saturday, August 22nd, the next live, I'm aiming for 3 p.m. to 3:30 with all of you from the Hollow Paracon and Film Festival at Stockton University in Panoma, New Jersey, running from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. As well. saying. So that's next with the lives. I'm just looking at my list with that. So that would be the next week. Now, if the eclipse, there isn't visibility and it's raining and there's cloud coverage, then I would have this format of a live with you probably on Thursday, because I'm going to see what the weather forecast says. Probably either way Thursday. If the cloud coverage does not permit, then it's going to be earlier in the night. If we have cooperation and the eclipse is viewable here on the East Coast of the United States, I'd like to go live for a half hour during the eclipse. Now, at what point of the eclipse, that I don't know, because it's the first time I'm going to do a live eclipse saying, so upping the ante there with that. And so next week, if I'm not able to go live during the eclipse, I'll talk about the Paracon. I will talk about the eclipse too with astrology. That is Virgo Pisces, almost 5 degrees. So saying Chiron is a Virgo, significant eclipse for him. Eclipses are beginnings and endings. So if you're Virgo or Pisces, this is definitely your eclipse. Then Gemini and Sag, you are second on deck with the eclipse. Saying also too, we're getting ready to wind down with Leo season. We will be starting Virgo season very soon. I want to say by Saturday too. So that's also going to be an energy change, because Virgo is very different from Leo. Saying, so I am going to wrap up this live. The good thing is there's always the replay, as I said, because then a live becomes a replay once I sign off. And I will see you all Saturday, August 22nd. I'm going to stay with 3 p.m. from 3 to 3:30 p.m. from the Hollow Paracon and Film Festival, Stockton University. I'll say this also too, you can get tickets on Eventbrite. I can't emphasize enough socially too. You know, if you have plans Saturday, you have plans. But socially, it's an organic way to meet people. And it's a lot of fun too if you're into the paranormal. Saying, like I said, I'm not really, the horror is not my cup of tea. So, you know, that won't be my focus Saturday. Me, now what the vendors have, that's, you know, to be seen with that. So I will see you all Saturday afternoon from the Hollow. I take requests with ghost story videos. I'm going to point over here to Facebook. I know you like Maze Landing. So that's why also next month I am planning to film more videos in Maze Landing. That is on the schedule. I just have to firm up a couple things. But, you know, you've been helpful. I'm going to look to YouTube. I've been told Atlantic City. I was in Atlantic City filming today. I have still another set. I didn't have to give the shout out for suggestions, saying for Atlantic City. We'll see maybe after the next batch with that. But I'm going to say good night for now. I will see you Saturday from Stockton University at the Paracon. I'm aiming for 3 p.m. So have a great night, everyone. Good night. Bye, YouTube.